Good afternoon, everyone. I'm News 8 meteorologist Ashley Baylor in the News 8 Now Stream Center. It is Tuesday. I was not here yesterday. I was lucky enough to spend my Monday on the golf course. I was invited by Hartford Healthcare to play their basically the kickoff to Swim Across the Sound season at the Patterson Club in Fairfield. If you don't know what Swim Across the Sound is, that is when swimmers get in the water and literally swim across Long Island Sound. They start in Port Jefferson and then end at Captain's Cove in Bridgeport. And it's a huge fundraiser for patients that are going through cancer treatments. And it's not to fund the treatments themselves, but for the other financial expenses, if they need help with their mortgage, if they need help with another bill, or if they need transportation or stuff like that. It's an absolutely wonderful program that they are funding. And so yesterday was the kickoff for that. And I was absolutely happy to be out there. I mean, any day on the golf course, right? So let's get into today. I wish I was back out there, not going to lie, because this is a beautiful day. I mean, look at this. We're enjoying lots of sunshine across the state, not even really seeing too many clouds mixing in here. Tomorrow, that will not be the case. Tomorrow is going to be a completely different day. So if you maybe have a chance after work or after school to go outside, eat dinner outside, take the dog for an extra long walk, I would definitely do that because this is what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. So you've probably heard about these wildfires that are burning through Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So now it looks like just the way the wind is moving that it is finally going to push that smoke into our neck of the woods. So as you can see, the smoke is actually going to start to fill our sky as we go through the overnight hours. Now, this is what we call vertically integrated smoke. So this is not showing how dense the smoke is going to be at the ground. This is basically from the ground all the way through the upper levels of the atmosphere. So basically what this means is it is going to give our sky that milky, hazy tint to it. And for people that are sensitive to, when this happens, if you have COPD, asthma, any sort of respiratory issues, this certainly could affect you as the air quality is going to come down a little bit. Now, as we head through Wednesday, we may see some slight improvements going towards the latter part of the afternoon into the evening. But notice even going through Thursday, it's not completely gone. It is still faintly going to be there. In fact, it may even be a little more noticeable across northern New England and through upstate New York. But, the way the wind kind of ebbs and flows with which direction it goes, how strong it is. The smoke forecast is never completely set in stone. Again, it can kind of go back and forth. So here's a look in Hartford where we are at 79 degrees. It is really turning out to be a beautiful day there. Here's a look in Long Wharf. It is 75 degrees. I don't think it gets better than that. We're up to 80 in Windsor Locks. It is 76 in Waterbury, 73 in New London. So no matter where you are across the state, you're enjoying nice warm conditions. And it's a big change from the last 24 hours. Yesterday, okay, a little bit cool in some spots, but overall we are running about 7 to 11 degrees warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. So here's a look at our hour by hour, which is going to show you mainly clear skies heading through this evening. Overnight, we are going to see that smoke move in. So you're going to notice, even though it should be a bright start to your Wednesday, the sky will have, again, that hazy tint to it. Almost gives the sun a filtered sunshine look, like somebody pulled a thin sheet of clouds over the sun. So heading through the day Wednesday, we're going to continue to deal with that smoky sky. But if we didn't have the smoke, there would be plenty of sunshine. And, of course, it would be a nice warm day. It's still going to be a nice warm day. So tonight, smoke moving in. It is going to be mild, temperatures dipping into the mid-50s. And then tomorrow, that smoky sky, it is going to be warmer with highs closer to 80 at the shoreline and will be in the mid to upper 80s farther inland. Here's a look at your 8-day shoreline forecast where Thursday is going to be very warm. In fact, the warmest day of the next day with highs in the mid-80s at the shoreline to low 90s farther inland. It has been a while since we've talked about 90s here. Now, going into Friday, I think at least the first half of the day is going to be dry, if not more than that. But certainly going into the afternoon and evening hours, there will be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. And we're going to watch Saturday closely. One of our computer models, the GFS, the American model, is keeping us perfectly dry, whereas the Euro wants to bring in a few showers. I will say the Euro is trending drier, trending less wetter. Or less wet. Sorry, that was poor grammar on my part. It is trending less wet, so I'm a little optimistic for Saturday, but I don't want to go completely dry yet, so that's why I have the word watching there. Sunday, on the other hand, that day looks great. We so far will see a mix of sun and clouds. It will be less humid as temperatures come down into the mid and upper 70s. I am going to keep in a chance of some afternoon showers on Monday, partial sun on Tuesday, and then so far looking good for next Wednesday. So I will say our models aren't in necessarily the best agreement heading through the weekend into next week, but it's only Tuesday. Give me a few days to work on it. Let me fine tune things. Let me give it a chew. Let me give it a little nosh, if you will. All right. So that's the forecast we have. Again, if you have any sensitive breathing or respiratory issues, tomorrow's not going to be the day to be outdoors because of that smoky sky. And we'll certainly keep you updated throughout the day if the air quality drops significantly. I don't expect it to. It's not going to be great, but I don't expect it to drop significantly where, even normal groups are affected. So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the nice warm weather we have, and I really hope we can finally keep a weekend dry. I would like to see Saturday trend drier. Hopefully that happens. I'll see you back here tomorrow.